Let's bring in television journalist, now with law enforcement, Emmett Miller, and criminal defense attorney and federal litigator Vikas Bajaj. Thank you both for coming on. So here is TMZ talking about the ransom note. Watch.
They are asking for money, a lot. They are asking for it in the form of Bitcoin, and they are putting an or else on this. They say that that there is an address, a Bitcoin address that that they could send this money to, and then they give a description of something that Savannah's mother was wearing at the time of the abduction and a damaged item in the house.
I mean, they get key information in there, Vic. I mean, that's a big part of this whole thing. What do you think about this ransom note? Is it legit? Is it possible to kind of phony up something like that?
It is possible to phony up something like that, and it is not uncommon for real criminal perpetrators who are kidnapping for ransom, for torture, for murder, for any type of an assault to send off a red herring and to say, hey, why don't you look in that area while we're making it a getaway in this area? It doesn't mean that there aren't enough resources. Special agent in charge in that area in Pima County said, we're looking at it, we're tracking it. Don't forget, federal authorities have federal resources. Chainalysis on that Bitcoin address, they believe it's real. Which IP addresses are accessing that actual Bitcoin wallet? That's easy to find out, not at a snap of a finger, but that's a federal resource that is not commonly used by state agencies. They're going to find that wallet, they're going to see who has access to it, and they're going to do this software is called Chainalysis to see who had access, when, and what was done with it. So this is the tip of the iceberg of the investigation.
It's interesting because, you know, you talk about tip of the iceberg, and there's been a couple of these notes out there. Another television media station said they got one as well. I got to believe, Emmett, they're looking at every camera. I mean, every neighborhood camera, everything in that neighborhood right now is being scanned for any type of clue.
Any Ring camera that happens to be close by, the cameras that were reportedly in her house at the time, they looked for a Ring camera on the outside. They found a holder from what I'm reading, and the camera was gone, so maybe they grabbed that. But listen, from a police perspective, the first 72 hours are really, really important because that's when the trail is the most hot. That's when people's memories are still sharp. That's when it's less of a chance that they've escaped somewhere else and they've taken her with her, which is a big deal because from what I'm hearing, she had a pacemaker, she had cardiac issues, she may have had high blood pressures. I mean, she has statins that she's taking blood thinners. If she's without that medication for long enough, it could be dangerous to her health. Right now, under Arizona state law, it's a class 2, 3, or 4 felony kidnapping, and that could be 21 years in prison. If she dies, it's murder.
Yeah. Meantime, moving on, Tyler Robinson back in court. Erica Kirk wants cameras in the court. Here's Josh Ritter talking about cameras and the odds. Watch.
I think she has made a very persuasive argument, and I applaud her for even making that request formally to the court. And it is important. This is the case that many people are watching, and we need to have faith in the integrity of the criminal justice system. And the best way to do that is to allow the cameras inside for all of us to see how justice is being handed out in this case.
Do you think they will be allowed, Vic?
Yes, and the judge has indicated that he will not allow close-ups, but what he's entertaining is a far-away pan shot, and the reason for that is they don't want to compromise any percipient witnesses.
Does that mean one camera outside, just one long-shot camera, that's it? No side cameras, nothing else?
That's one option, but there are a number of affiliates that want to cover this, so the judge is saying, I'm going to take this under submission, I'm going to think about this because the public has a right to know, but I don't want this to turn into a theatrical circus. I want to get the evidence out and get it out quickly.
Yeah. Meantime, we learned something very important because we got some video. You know, the kids that were out protesting ICE. Well, now we're getting video from the schools and the people in the neighborhood. This is in Atlanta. No more ICE, the protest. Watch a little bit of this. We'll pause for some sound and then we'll get Emmett's take. Watch. I mean, we keep rolling the video here, Emmett, but it really is instructive because the kids were chaotic, the kids were destructive, the kids didn't do what they were supposed to do, and when you ask the kids what they were protesting, most of them are like, We hate ICE? Why? I don't know.
Sounds like an opportunity to get out of school. Listen, this was happening all over the country, right? California, Texas, New Hampshire, New Jersey. A person in Nebraska ran out in front of a truck because it had a Trump flag and she got hit. Now she's got bumps and bruises. She's in the hospital. But here's the thing about this school. This is Langston Hughes High School. Langston Hughes was a poet and an activist who sought to raise black culture. I don't think that's what they were doing when they were throwing trash on the football field.
Yeah, I wonder, I got to go, lawsuits and this kind of stuff, Vic, at all? You see any kind of lawsuits coming down from parents or somebody else who does not like to see that kind of stuff?
Academically, in a school, I would say yes, there are grounds for it, but practically it's unattractive. You're not going to see lawsuits there.
Vic, Emmett, thank you both.